Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to play the guitar solo from the classic Van Halen song, Feel Your Love Tonight. Now as we typically do with Van Halen songs, we're going to have our guitar tuned down 1/2 step. So E becomes E flat, A becomes A flat, D becomes D flat, etc. You know the drill. Alright, now before we jump into it and break up the solo into little bite-sized pieces, I'm going to play the entire solo for you slowly with the tabs on the screen. That way the more advanced players can get through this more quickly, and the rest of you, after you've learned the solo, can come back and practice along. Let's go. Alright, here's section 1 at normal and then slow speed. Alright, we're going to break it up into 2 boxes, and the first one goes like this. So first we're going to bend up at the 14th fret of the G string, hold it for a little bit, bring it back down, and pull off to 12. Okay? Then we're going to play 14th of G, bend up a full step, followed by 12 on B. And then 14th of G, bend up again, full step, and then 15 of B. Then we're going to play that again, so bend up at 14th of G, and then hit 15th of B. But you're simultaneously going to hit the G string with a, kind of muted scratch to it. It's in there on the recording. You can skip the little scratch part if you want, but it's there so far. Then we're going to play 14th fret of G, bend up a full step, followed by 12 on B, 12 on E, and then 15 of B, bend up a full step. Here's box 1 again at slow speed. Then the second box we play this. So it's 12 on high E, followed by 12 on B, and then 15 on B, pull off to 12, 15 on G, and then 12 on B, 15, 14 on G, and then 12 on G, bend up slightly, pull off to the open string. Here's that second box again, slowly. Let's tie both of those together and play section 1 at normal and then slow speed. Alright, let's move to section 2. Here's section 2 at normal and then slow speed. So in the first box, we're going to play this. So you're going to play the 20th fret of the B string, bend up 1.5 steps, so it takes the note from here to here. Then 17, 18 on the high E, and then 20th fret on the B string again, 1.5 steps up. And then repeat that again, 17, 18 on the high E, followed by 20th of B, 1.5 steps up. Here's that first box again, slowly. Then in the second box, we play this. So it's 17th fret of high E twice, and then 21st fret of the B string, bend up 2 steps and then back down. So it's like taking the note from here to here. Okay, and then 17 of B, hammer on to 20, 17 of B, vibrato, slide down. Second box again, slowly. All right, let's tie both of those together and play section 2 at normal and then slow speed. Let's move on to section 3. All right, here's section 3 at normal and then slow speed. So we're going to break it up into a couple of boxes. First, we're going to play the open B string before leading into the first highlighted box. So then we're going to play in box 1. So it's 12 on B, pull off to 11, and then 14 on G. And then 12 on G, pull off to 11, 14 on D. Then in the second box, we play this. So it's 12 on G, pull off to 11, 14 on D. And then 11 on G, 12, 14 on D. Then in the third box, we play this. So it's 11 on D, hammer to 12, pull off to 11. 14 on A, 11 on D, and then 12, 14 on A, all palm muted. Here's that third box again. Then in the last box, we play this. So it's 11 on A, hammer on to 12, pull off to 11. 14E, 11A. Then we're going to play the 14th fret of the low E, quickly slide to the 16th fret, bend up 1.5 steps, wide vibrato. Here's this section one more time at normal and then slow speed. All right, let's keep moving. All right, here's section 4 at normal and then slow speed. Now you can see it starts off with the open G and B strings. It's kind of like Eddie would often do little open strings as he was transitioning in between licks, sometimes intentional, sometimes probably not, but it's there. Then in the first box we play this. So it's 11th fret of G, bend up a full step, and then 9th fret of high E, and then 12 and 9 on B with pinch harmonics if you can. Okay. Now, if you watched my right hand there, you would have seen I did the pinch harmonic in both directions, which can be a little bit challenging. And throughout this section, try to throw in as many pinch harmonics as you possibly can, given how fast it's going. All right. So again, that first box. Then in the second box, we play that same thing, but the first bend is a little bit quicker. Okay. Then in the final box, we do this. Okay. So it's 11th fret of G string, bend up one step again. And that bend, that third time we bend the 11th fret of the G string, it's even quicker than the prior two. It's like each time you bend at the 11th fret, it gets a little bit quicker. If you slow it down, you can hear it, okay? So it's after that 11th fret bend, we do 9th fret of high E, and then 12th fret of B, bend up a full step, wide vibrato. All right, let's tie it all together and play this section at normal and then slow speed. All right, let's keep moving. All right, section 5 is going to go like this at normal and then slow speed. So we'll break it up into two boxes, and the first one we do this. So first we're going to play 11th fret of G, and then 9 on B, 9 of E. Kind of rake through it pretty quickly. Okay. And then 12 of B, pull off to 9. 11 on G, 9 on B. 12, 11 on G. Okay, slowly. Then in the second box, we do this. So again, we're going to bar our fingers across the 9th fret of the B and E and play those two quickly. And then 12 on B, pull off to 9. 11 of G, bend up a half a step, and then 9 of B. And then 12, 11, 9 on G. And then slide up to approximately the 14th fret, slide back down, and then open B and E. Okay, here's that second box again, slowly. All right, let's tie both of those sections together and play section 5 at normal and then slow speed. All right, let's keep moving. All right, here's section 6 at normal and then slow speed. So first box, we're going to do this. So it's 12th fret of high E with 15 of B, bend up the B string. And then at the top of that, you're going to do some tremolo picking on the 12th fret very quickly. Then in the second box, we do this. So it's tremolo picking on 14 of high E, 15, 17, 19, 22. Okay? 14, 15, 17, 19, 22. Now don't get caught up on how many times you pick the note. Don't count it. Like, oh, I better play it 8 times here and 10 times there. Don't do that, okay? I recommend just feeling it, okay? Listen to the song and transition in time with the song, okay? That's what Eddie would have done. If you try to count it out and go, oh, I'm doing, 6, 8, whatever, you're going to sound like a robot and you're going to get caught up in counting. You don't want to do that. You want to feel it. Just go with what feels right when doing the tremolo picking, okay? So again, the second box. Then in the final box, we do this. So it's 22nd fret of the high E, bend up, down, slide down. And then open B. Now I could have tabbed that as just like a wide vibrato, but I decided to tab it as bends just because that's what it feels like when I slow it down, but you can look at it either way. Here's the section one more time at normal and then slow speed. All right, let's move to section 7. Okay, here's section 7 at normal and then slow speed. All right, we're going to break it up into a couple of boxes. The first one, we go. So you're going to play 12 on B, 12 on high E. And then 15 of high E, bend up 2 steps. So it's taking it from here to here. Kind of dig into that bend, don't go too quickly. In the second box, we do this. So it's 12 on high E, 12 on B, 15 on B, and then 15 on B again, but you're going to pre-bend up and do wide vibrato. Okay? A lot of times I'll see people instead do a wide stretch here. And I used to do this too, where instead of playing that first note on the 12 of high E, you play it on the 17 of B, like this. You can certainly do that if you want. I used to do it that way, but after watching Eddie play the solos live, even though he improvises a lot, I don't see him do the wide stretch during this solo. So take that into consideration, but either way you should be fine. Then in the third box, we do this. So it's 12th fret of high E with a pinch harmonic, and then 12 on B, 15 on G, 12 on B, 15, 14 on G. Once again, if you want to replace that 12th fret of high E with the 17th of B, you certainly can, if it makes more sense and more comfortable to you, like this. Okay, it's completely up to you. Then in the 4th box, we do this. So it's 15 on B, pull off to 12, and then 15 on G. 12 on B, 15, 14 on G. Then in the final box, we do this. So it's 15 on B, pull off to 12. 14 on G, 12 on B. 12 on G, bend up slightly, about a quarter step. 14 D, slide down. All right, let's tie all that together and play section 7 one more time at normal and then slow speed. All right, let's move on to the final section, section 8. All right, here's section 8 at normal and then slow speed. So in the first box, we do this. So first, we're going to rake over the D and G strings and then play the 6th fret of the B, bend up a full step. And then 6 of B. And then 5 of B, 5 of G, 5 of D, add vibrato to the final note. Okay. I tend to alternate pick as I play those strings, which is a little bit tricky as opposed to just raking up in one motion. But you can certainly do that. Then in the second box, we play this. So we're going to rake over the D string and then play open G. And then 8th fret of B, bend up a full step. Okay. It goes by really quick, so you can just rake past the G if you want to. But when I slow it down, I hear that Eddie accidentally hit the open G there. Okay. And then 8th fret of B again. And then 7 B, 7 G, 7 D. Vibrato, and then 7th fret of D, slide down. Then in the final box, we play a little B power chord, so it's, 2nd fret of A and then 4th of D and G. Not really part of the solo, but whatever. I wanted to show it to you anyway. All right, here's this section one more time at normal and then slow speed. Alright, that was my video showing you how to play the guitar solo from the classic Van Halen song, Feel Your Love Tonight. If you found it helpful or informative, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will attempt to answer them as time allows. Until next time, rock on.